Welcome to the home of the Tulane Green Wave, Human Stadium in New Orleans, Louisiana. As we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, the New Mexico Lobos, taking on the 9th-ranked team in the land, the Tulane Green Wave. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Lobos will kick it off to get us underway. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Green Wave offense takes the field, and they'll have the first possession of the game. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. And this offense has vowed to find new ways to get him the football. So we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before because of this guy's unique talent in this one.
Yeah, and the defense, all eyes on him. That will be the main focus. More guys in the box. I wonder if it opens up the play-action game and the perimeter throws and maybe some big plays through the air because
he lofts it high and deep down the left side. Makes the catch at the 20. Touchdown, Green Wave. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break.
Oh, my goodness, he's still moving. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Lobos offense has its first opportunity of the day. There's a receiver who's going to draw some attention, Jesse, but really, he's just part of this whole offensive puzzle.
He hasn't been the most consistent guy when it comes to catching the ball for this offense this year, but he has had some big moments. He has had some big games as well. And, David, you know from a roster...
There he goes! And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. And the Lobos moving quickly to the line.
Not wasting any time. You just watch the opponent go down on their first drive and score a touchdown. So right away, you're aggressive. You're throwing the football on your first play of the game, and you're getting a nice completion. Really nice job.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Gets the back moving. Back to pass. It's Clemens. Fires to the wideout. It's caught downfield. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. The Lobos come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. He'll do it himself. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the offense stays on the field on 4th and 1. I'm not sure they're just trying to make the defense jump. I believe they think they can get it. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Well, here's a classic sudden change situation early in the game. We're going to see a few of these as the game goes on, but with the defense getting that stop on 4th down in their opponent territory, the offense now has an opportunity to come out here and maybe take a shot in this sudden change situation, see if they can catch the defense napping.
High the chains now on 2nd and long. Might be changing the route. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Unloads to the wideout and wings it incomplete. Tulane comes to the line. Lots of work to do on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads it downfield. And this is dropped. Oh, my goodness. Sometimes you're just too open. And this is some kind of belief in your kicker. They are sending him out there to try to get 3 from way downtown. And it's no good. He missed it. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal, miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
And the Lobos in a good spot here with 2nd and short. From the gun, running back gets to give. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball. Let's talk a little bit about New Mexico. It has been a season to forget, and honesty compels us to say changes are probably coming.
I'm not sure, but I think Reese Davis just fired a coach. Is that what I heard? I'm pretty sure that's what just happened. Listen, hasn't gone well. You've heard the outside noise continuing to get louder and louder, haven't met expectations. And this is the business we live in college sports, when you get paid a lot of money to do a job and you don't perform.
Listen, at the end of the day in college football, it's results-oriented. They've lost football games this year, and so all signs right now pointing to them potentially making that change before next season. If they're going to stay competitive and they're going to field the best team and program possible heading into next year, then it looks...
Breaks into the open. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. The Lobos are rolling down the field. Looking downfield, it's Clemens. Hauls it in. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They're dealing with a second and long. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. Gets it to the back. Defense getting stingier in their own end of the field. It's third and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws toward the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Their own end zone nipping at their heels as they start this drive from their own 2. Very useful run there to get away from the goal line. He'll pick up 4 out to the 6. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Might be looking to run. He steps out of bounds at the 16, but now they have some room to operate. They'll have to hurry if they want to get another play off before the quarter ends. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. We've reached the break, and it's Tulane on top, and we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. He uncorks one deep. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up. Trying to pick up a first down. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. They spun that wheel of fortune on fourth down and come up bankrupt. Fires to the middle. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Well, they didn't let him get loose for a big return, but he still made the big play, and they'll take over at the 17. They'll run it out of the shotgun. He'll be stopped at the 27, but picks up 10 on that one. Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
And these short yardage situations, it all comes down to the up front. Like, who can win the battle up front? Can you get a hat on the hat? And they do. This offensive line, they get on the D-line, they create just enough.
Ernie on the Jets. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31. Here comes Tulane after picking up the first down. They'll run the option. Now the toss. Oh, he's got some space. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Tulane. Great job by the back on the option.
And the big play starts with the quarterback making the right decision, getting the defense to come to him, pitching the football, and Jesse, the running back, catches it and does the rest.
He does, and he also had good blocking downfield, too. Some of those receivers outside helping him out, but, man, with his speed when he's on the perimeter, the options executed that well, it is virtually impossible to stop.
We will get another look at this New Mexico offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Back to throw, it's Clemens. Under fire. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. And the Lobos send out the punt unit. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Fair catch called for and taken at the 30-yard line. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, the backs making plays. Everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Tackled at the 45 after a 5-yard pickup. Now a first down from the 45-yard line. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Offense will try to strike on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, they'll run it. He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the first down. He's up to 81 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. He's going to run it. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. Offense threatening 1st and 10 from the 31. QB draw. Nice move there. Got the first down. Looking for more. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Green Wave working with a fresh set of downs. Let's see if they keep it on the ground here. The give on the inside. Got enough space. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Green Wave.
And, man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, you can make a case this is the game of the week in the SEC. Georgia Southern has just had no answer for the onslaught they faced today. A crucial game for this team, and they did not answer the bell. They're trailing by 28 to Georgia. We'll keep an eye on things until the final horn in a game that could shake things up a bit in the SEC.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Hey, get him down at the 36. It will be a first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Looking to throw, it's Clemens. Oh, they're after him. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They make the tackle at the 36. Let's see if they bring out the punt team. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Punt is in the air. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. To the air on 1st down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Kendricks. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. The sweet feet buy a little time. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection. He'll pull it down. They run him out of bounds. He gets it to the 47.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy. Because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
Right down the boulevard. It's good. And that will extend their lead even further. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. They make the stop on the return, and that is priority 1. You don't want some big return to give up a cheap touchdown on the final play of the half. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in New Orleans for a fun first half than you?
About to start here in the 2nd half, Tulane will kick it away. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Now New Mexico will go back to work on offense. They start this 3rd quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive. Like, this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensive.
How about that elusiveness? He's got space. There he goes down the right side. Touchdown, Lobos! Once he got some room, it was over.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. Snap it to the back. Runs through a tackle. Turning it on! He's piled up 112 yards on the ground so far, and he looks to be well on his way to a 1,500-yard season. They couldn't draw up a better way to start a drive, and now they've got it 1st and 10 from the 41. Trying to burn this defensive back. He's got it inside the 15. Touchdown, Green Wave. And the punishment has been extended.
Well, this offense looked unstoppable in the first half, lighting up the scoreboard, and it doesn't look much different here in the second half. They take their first drive of the third quarter, march it down the field, and score. There is no end in sight for these guys.
On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So, guys, we'll get another look at this offense. They go to the ground. Oh, what a move. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. They'll run play action. He's got the back in the middle. And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the 1st down.
Man, a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the 1st down.
They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Dropping back, it's Clemens. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They'll get the 1st down. It's spotted on the 49. The Lobos are on the move. Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Jeffrey. Fights off a defender. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. And the Lobos with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Flips it out to the back. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
They just keep firing. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. The Lobos will punt this one away. He'll try to really get into this one. Fair catch will be made just inside his own 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 9. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. 90 yards in front of them as they start the drive at their own 10. They'll move the wide receiver. Here's the handoff. There he goes. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down. Tulane using that big run to generate momentum. They'll ride the hot hand. Oh, better look out. Guys, the quarter comes to a close, and Tulane has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. From the gun, running back on the move. He's brought down at the 41-yard line. It's a pickup of 5 and enough for a 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. He'll keep it himself. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Quarterback keeper. They'll give him a couple that leaves him with 3rd and 8.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. The Green Wave working with a fresh set of downs. Let's see if they keep it on the ground here. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. They pull him down after a 4-yard gain down to the 24.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football. You preserve the lead. You got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Really been impressed by the balance we've seen from this offense so far in the game, but I think you got to give a lot of the credit to the running game because it's been able to freeze these defenses, help set up play action. They've been physical at the point of attack. I think that really has been the key force for this offense so far, having the success they've had.
Here comes Tulane after picking up the first down. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Running back searching for a hole. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can't pick up the first without scoring.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.